Maybe she doesn't know.
She know. Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce. They're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I got the receipts. I still have the receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this industry game.
Jason Lee has disclosed, and Beyonce's twins are included this time. Jason claims to have seen real video that purports to support the idea that Sir and Rumi might be autistic. And darling, Solange's backstage reactions are causing a complete breakdown. As you may already be aware, Beyonce has kept her twins' identity a secret since the twins' birth. Jason is now asserting that it was never about limits, despite admirers believing it was simply her typical seclusion mode. It had to do with concealing a diagnosis. And to put it simply, Solange is not having it. So what's in these videos that has the entire Knowles family spiraling? And is there any truth to what Jason's trying to push? Let's get into it because we don't mess with Auntie's babies. Now that Jason Lee is not holding back, whatever has been simmering between him and Beyonce has obviously reached a breaking point. And he went for blood this time. He was not merely disparaging. He visited Beyonce in a location that she has kept totally private, her kids. As everyone is now aware, Beyonce has always kept her twins, Sir and Rumi, incredibly private. No interviews, no paparazzi pictures, hardly a look unless it is a well-staged photo. People have also been speculating for years that she has been concealing more than just their faces. There have been persistent rumors that the twins may have autism. Even though Beyonce has never spoken about it in public, it has always been one of those murmurs that people are afraid to speak aloud. That is, until now. Jason not only stated that the rumors are accurate, but he also asserted that because he simply ignored all of that caution, he's seen proof. He claims to have actual footage, actual receipts, and he made it clear that it wasn't just a guess. He doubled down and all but dared Beyonce to come after him. But here's the thing. Jason claims that because they have supposedly been attempting to buy him off to remain silent, Beyonce's team already understands the extent of the harm he can bring. He stated that Beyonce's camp reached out to make sure he didn't air the dirty laundry.
Why have I been getting calls?
Because this is like...
Why am I getting calls and I haven't even said anything?
Because this is the monster of all monsters.
Who? Me?
This Diddy case.
Why would I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls. And I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
So accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking a deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
We not gonna even go there. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you.
And now everybody...
So why is everybody calling me now? Because I'm a firefighter. Because I run towards fires and I put them out or I fan the flames. But why is everybody calling me now? And that's the problem that I have with this whole situation. But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know, you got people calling me.
She described a month of bed rest, an emergency C-section, and the underweight birth of one of the babies. Although this is typical when having twins, she stated in her Vogue interview that one of the twins' hearts actually stopped during delivery. She revealed that she had toxemia, which is now called preeclampsia, and had been stuck on bed rest for over a month. She had to have an emergency C-section because her body was shutting down, and she subsequently spent weeks in an NICU. Since Beyonce revealed the truth about what actually transpired during that pregnancy, some fans have been wondering if there is more to Sir's story. Preeclampsia's long-term implications on the child have been discussed in the medical community, and some research suggests that it increases the child's risk of developing autism. Now, this is a section that may cause many people to pause because Beyonce talked about her children in one interview, and her description of them had admirers listening. It was all about confidence and strength when she talked about her girls. She said, she wants them to see themselves as CEOs, to speak their minds, to know that they don't have to fit in any box. But when she started talking about Sir, the energy completely shifted. She said, she hopes he's brave in a cruel world, that she wants to protect him from the internet says he should be, and help him affirm his own existence. And because it seemed a little bit more cautious and protective, that is the statement that people remembered. That is when the silent conjecture began. Some admirers believe she may have been implying something without stating it out loud. Jason Lee also claims that she was implying, without explicitly stating it, that Sir had been diagnosed with severe autism. Jason further claims that Beyonce keeps things even more private about Sir for a purpose. Sir's condition is more serious than Rumi's, and that Rumi is considered high functioning, which is why she's allowed to be seen in public. Hello, Cowboy Carter Tour, but only by a very strict supervision. In the meanwhile, he claims that Suri isn't able to be out like that at all, not without full control over the environment. And that's why, according to him, they've kept him almost completely out of sight. Here's the problem though. It is not the first time Jason has tried it. In fact, he has been implying this for some time. I am sure some of you recall when he appeared on his show and said he had dirt on Beyonce. He didn't name it directly, but in that one clip I'm about to show you'll see him lean over and whisper something to his co-host. And the reaction on set says a lot.
Them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's why I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there's one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
However, Jason did not simply let it go after that. He asserted in the same episode he had actual receipts to back everything up, and he would release them unless Beyonce got Kelly Rowland to come on his show for an interview. In essence, he threatened to leak everything if she did not make it happen. Additionally, it did not seem like he was bluffing the way he said it. Listen to it, everyone.
Maybe she doesn't know.
She know. Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce. They're not going to share that with
Yvette
her.
knows. I got the receipts. I still have the receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I
she
can
needs
get
to
it
know.
to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this industry game.
And this is a section that truly confused many. Jason, those are pretty audacious accusations. You are already disparaging her son. However, he asserted that Beyonce and Jay-Z couldn't handle Sir's condition on their own, so they made the decision to place him in full-time care, not just any old location. Even though it is a private, extremely expensive facility, it is not in their house. People are shaken by that. Some claim it was desertion, while others suggest that if his demands were truly so great, it might have been his only choice. However, it does not align with the portrayal they have consistently presented, as the Carters have spent years showcasing this picture-perfect, close-knit family. It is so startling to think that their son is growing up somewhere else, even in luxury. Furthermore, it is intriguing to note that Jason was not the only one who made references about Beyonce leaving Sir, because Miss Azealia Banks. The same thing was stated by Messy Boots when she tweeted, "Stop hiding your son from the world, sis. People will find out sooner or later. and you're really gonna look like a piece of crap for being ashamed of your own child later, and being ashamed of your own child will make you look like a complete jerk. Even if Isaiah Banks is extremely disgusting, that is not all. Jason continues to assert that he has more authorized air receipts and that if they continue to try to quiet him, he is prepared to reveal everything. Here's the problem though. It appears that Auntie Solange may be the one member of that family who has had enough. Since you all recall when she shared a photo of a voodoo altar on Instagram, back then, everyone assumed she was targeting Nicki Minaj since Nicki had to be the villain, making fun of Beyonce. However, Jason is now stating that post wasn't about Nicki at all. He's claiming it was actually meant for him, as if Solange were cautioning him to back off and refrain from discussing her family. And to be honest, people are not dismissing it because they know how protective Solange is and how she acts when she is angry. Jason is currently releasing videos in which he asserts that both Sir and Rumi are autistic. The Carters have been covering it up for years. And then there's Solange, anti-voodoo, posting altars, throwing silent warnings, and making it real clear that she's not here for the disrespect. However, it is more than just hearsay now. It concerns what they might be concealing and who is prepared to destroy everything in order to preserve it. However, what precisely is Jason withholding if he does indeed have additional material that he has not released? Something indicates to me that this. Please share your thoughts in comment section below. Goodbye.